provide a demanding and positive training experience to all athletes in Berks County. That's Berks Elite Training, medically driven, scientifically proven. Eastern and Central. Emergency and nurse call. Berkshire's Communications Division focuses on audio systems, including business telephones and intercom systems. That's Berkshire's.
One, one, one. There we go. One,
Yep.
one, one. One, 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 one.
Can you hear
One.
yourself?
No. Can't hear myself.
What about now?
One. Yep.
Okay.
And these are the mutes here?
Yep.
1 and 2?
Yep.
Sounds good.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
All right, got a game coming right up, so stand by. Level looks good. You can hear me?
Good? Yep.
All right.
Pennsylvania Roar. Soccer coming up shortly.
And welcome to another broadcast of Pennsylvania Roar Soccer. We are here on a Friday night. This is Charlie Flo and John DeCriscio. We'll be joining you guys for the whole entire game. We have the Baltimore Blast, the defending 2012-2013 champs, coming into Pennsylvania to take on the Roar. It's going to be an interesting game tonight. Pennsylvania is still seeking their first win, but definitely something to be watching for tonight is how, the teams will handle each other in their first ever meetup.
Looking for the first win. That's right. Pennsylvania Roar still searching. Get that first win on the season, get it under the belt, and then good things to happen.
Yeah, you got the champs coming in. There are a couple players like Chris Williams and Myers that played for Baltimore last year. So if anybody knows how to scout this team, anybody knows that team of these two players. And definitely a big advantage of Roar having Myers back from suspension. I mean, that is a key player, a player that you can see that they missed. And might he have been in maybe situation be a little different. They might have already had a win under their belt, but you never know. We'll see what happens with that. So an interesting lineup. It looks like we will have Troy Hernandez starting in goal for Baltimore. I mean, we've had some interesting games from their usual starting keeper, Venzella, but it looks like it's going to be Troy Hernandez. Very understandable because these two teams will face each other tomorrow night, and about 24 hours they'll be kicking off in Baltimore. So this is a very interesting home-and-home series.
Yeah, goalkeeper, Baltimore Blast keeper William Venzella, player of the week, MISL, getting the break tonight. Like you said, it's going to be a home-and-home game. Tomorrow night will be in Baltimore, so a little strategy going on there.
And those of you watching at home right now, we have a pretty famous person going onto the field right now, a legend in the Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area. That is Sebastian Latou coming in for the opening kick, coming out there in his throwback leather jacket for the Union. He's here in attendance, right. So, I mean, that's some pretty good players on the field right now. You've got Chris Williams and Sebastian Latou, two guys I'd love to have on my squad, John.
Yeah, that's right about that.
So he'll be here tonight, for the fans, meeting and greeting. A lot of fans came out early. Pretty good attendance so far. Fans are still piling in, but definitely, a player like Latou, we'll have to have him on. We're going to have him on a little while, we were told, and we'll talk to him about the differences of the indoor and the outdoor game. There's a lot of guys that are strictly indoor, and there are a lot of guys that are transitioning from the outdoor game into the indoor game. And a couple familiar faces on the field. Kyle Martin was with the Union for a while, and so was JT Noon of Baltimore. So a couple of guys that have rubbed elbows and knock some knees with Sebastian Latou.
Yeah, that's right.
So what do you think some of the keys are tonight for Pennsylvania Roar to look to get their first win, things that you would do and things that you would key in on, John?
What I would key on is slowing the pace down. You definitely want to slow Baltimore down, get the ball in deep, play a couple bank shots, keep the heat off the Pappas early. Roar so far is starting out slow, second period, third period on, getting hot. So my prediction, my keys, started out slow, keep it the ball, possession.
Yeah, we've seen that the last couple of games. That was one of their Achilles' heels the first few games of the season, was they were going down early, like going down like 8 points, 3 or 4 goals down. But now they've kind of cracked it up in their last game. They did get the first goal, so it's just establishing that lead early and hanging in there. I mean, one of the things that's hurt them a lot, we've noticed, is that third quarter is get a good second half under your belt.
Yeah, that's right. Also, I'd like to see a Roar keep with the attack, keep with the pace as well late in the game. Coming out third period, fourth quarter, just attack.
And made a new addition to the week that'll be wearing number 4, local guy that played for the Philadelphia Kicks, Kevin Coleman out of Lansdale. They just signed this week. Definitely a veteran player, with a lot of play under him. Not that old of a guy, but definitely a veteran player.
Establishing some size in the back, 6'1" defender.
Yeah, that's been a thing that they've struggled. Pennsylvania, has struggled sometimes in the box. They struggle with some of the aerial balls, but look for Williams, to get up there. And we got Myers in the backfield start, and we got Williams in the backfield. I mean, those are the two tandem right there. We got Kyle Martin making the start, and looks like Angel and Agent Zero, a.k.a. Jordan Thomas. Well, backwards the a.k.a., but Agent Zero, as we call him, looks like he's going to be up front. So he naturally was a defender, but play is underway.
Pennsylvania Roar wearing the home dark jerseys. Baltimore wearing the away whites. Roar moving left to right.
A little side stripe kind of reminds me of the River Plate jerseys from Argentina. Well, that's a turnover into the net. Williams plays it back to Pappas. He's going to get it started. And we're here live in Reading, Pennsylvania, at Santander Arena. I'm Charlie Flo, joined with John DeCriscio. We'll be here with you all night. Like John said, it's Pennsylvania Roar and their home blacks going against Baltimore in the white with the red stripes. And Williams wearing the captain band again tonight. And he'll plays a ball into Williams. Williams looking to play it. Little back heel flick by Jordan Thomas right into Hernandez. You also have an interesting matchup. We have 2 Canadian keepers going at it tonight, John.
Yeah, there you go.
And we know that Hernandez suffered concussions last year. Had a hard time. He's wearing the little headpiece, kind of like you see, a Peter Cech of Chelsea wearing. That this indoor game is such a fast game that it is surprising that we don't see more head collision with these keepers. Pappas controls the tipper. Pappas in the yellow tonight for the Roar. We got Soul in the ball game now, wearing number 10 for the Pennsylvania Roar. Angel with the ball, plays it back to Myers. Here, a lot of talk, a lot of communicating. That's Gibson with the orange shoes that just dumped it off. Angel dumps it off. Or Angel has the ball now, excuse me. Puts it into the corner to Gibson. He's got a lot of traffic around him. Looking to play it off the wall. Looks like we got a whistle here. So we got a little shove call there against Pennsylvania. That's Baltimore ball.
Ref called the foul on Gibson. Little shirt tug. Baltimore ball coming back.
Interesting call there. Refs definitely wants to install himself early. Yeah, Santos with the ball. He dumps it off. Santos has got a big body. He's going to be definitely a threat all night through the air. We have Bruckner on Santos. Play the ball in. Little one-timer there. Peter Pappas grabs it up. Looking Land is wearing the captain's band. That's number 14.
Yeah, missed opportunity.
I'm sorry,
there
not
by
14. I apologize. 14 is De La Rue.
That's right.
24. This guy's moves on fast. Can't quite grab the number sometime. That ball's about 15. Oh, look, went down the little chute there in section 103. Looks like whoever's getting hot dogs right now got a free ball.
Yeah, a little Concourse shot there.
Here we're at the 12 minutes, 17 seconds left. We're at 0-0. Baltimore Blast in town visiting the Pennsylvania Roar. We have 12 minutes, 17 seconds left here in the first.
Both teams still trying to feel out each other a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't had any really scoring threats at all. Pappas kicks it out of bounds right over the Baltimore Blast bench there. If anything, that it stays 0-0 the longer, it's to the advantage of the Roar. That the longer it stays, the more confident they get that they haven't given up that early goal. And that was been their Achilles heel in the last, their first couple games of the season was giving up that early goal. Played back to Hernandez. Pennsylvania putting a lot of pressure on. We have a break here. Kyle Martin off to the right, collects the ball. Little mishandle there. Collected back by Baltimore. Hernandez is known to be one of the better keepers in the league with his feet. He's quick to get the ball off his feet. It's another Baltimore turnover. Dump off. Swallowed up by Williams.
That was good defense there by Williams being at the right place for that cross, preventing that backdoor slam dunk.
Some good play there by Shepard. Myers with the ball. Right outside the midfield area, getting into the Baltimore zone. Dump off to Williams. Jordan Thomas making the post up. We got Kmart and Jordan Thomas in the corner there trying to work together. Angel, a lot of playmakers out there right now for Pennsylvania. Going with a combination of size and skill right now. Angel puts in a three-point shot, takes a deflection, top of the key. Plays it back to Pappas.
Good possession here by the Roar.
Yeah, Pennsylvania making a line change. Pappas plays it in. Jordan Thomas looking for the bounce off the wall. He gets called for a push there. Baltimore ball. And we know we have early ref installing himself. There's not going to be a lot of physicality in this game at all, John.
Yeah, he's trying to keep a tight lid on it already. Just making sure everybody in the crowd hears the whistle.
I mean, we see the 0-0. Baltimore has won a lot of tight, close-scoring games, very defensive-minded team, so we could see a very low-scoring game tonight.
Yeah, that's right about that. Baltimore can keep the points off the board, coming off of a shutout.
Yeah, that was a 12-0 shutout. I mean, one of the better games of the year. That Baltimore had a slow start, losing a couple games to Milwaukee tight, but they've come on lately and showing their championship form. And it's such a long season with a 20-game season that you get a couple games under your belt. It takes you a while to establish yourself, and I think that's what Pennsylvania is starting to do, is get their legs under them and establish themselves, that the wins will come. Just stay patient, fans. That ball goes into the Pennsylvania bench. That'll be Baltimore possession here. Pat Healy with the turnover there. Get Shepard all. Excuse me, that's not Shepard. That was Eric Franks all over him. Early on, very physical game. Williams with a challenge. It's the game you don't have to hype up Myers or Williams. Going to get your former team, you just kind of have that extra edge to you.
That's right. Baltimore coming back, trying to establish a little bit more possession.
Got Fernandez in, dumping it back. Got Donatelli in for Baltimore, wearing number 11, very tall target. Big man in the box. He's going to be in the box by himself right now. Going up against Corey Moret. And Corey Moret's a guy for the Roar. Has been playing great this season. Has been elected to the. We have the all week team. He's been on there a couple times now already. You can see right now, John, we're saying is Baltimore's definitely one with a taller lineup right now. Now we've got 7 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first period. Pennsylvania Roar 0, Baltimore Blast 0. Turnover by Baltimore. Pennsylvania looking to establish a good possession here. It's a turnover by Moret. Just knocks it off, and that's a 2-point goal for Baltimore. Baltimore takes the lead with 7:29, a 2-0 lead, and 7:29 left here in the first period. Baltimore just had too many guys in the box there. It looked like Pennsylvania was going to get away with that save, but just too many men in the box there for Pennsylvania to do anything there.
Coming off the turnover, big center and pass. Little luck found on a good bounce right in the middle. Puts Baltimore ahead 2-0.
Yeah, but Pennsylvania shouldn't get their head down. They're playing really good soccer right now. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be right back with you. I'm Charlie Flo with John and Chris here. We're going to take a quick timeout here. And welcome back to Pennsylvania Roar Soccer. John DeCriscio joined by Charlie Flo as me. We'll be here with the rest of the game. It is 2-0 to Baltimore. They just scored a goal to make it 2-0. Pennsylvania looking to establish some possession here, quality possession to get on the scoreboard.
Immediately, Pennsylvania goes in deep, looking for the corner.
Got the local guy, Pete Riley, in there, some size to go up against Baltimore. It's his first appearance tonight. Kyle Martin in. And Pete Riley steps out. He's the guy that is the utility guy specialist. So you see him a lot in for those dump and chase type of situations.
He is a big guy. He can handle himself down low.
We got Bruckner down low in the box by himself. We got Hernandez pushing way up right now.
Baltimore still dictating the pace early.
Baltimore in possession here. Mike looking to land the captain on. Bruckner just whiffs on that. Luckily, the Pappas is there to back him up because that could have been disastrous. It's a turnover for Baltimore. They have a 2-on right here. Off the frame. Jordan Thomas in. Jordan Thomas on the challenge. That's a 2.1 timer goal for Baltimore to make it 4-0.
It looked like a little deflection there coming in. Handcuff Pappas, nothing he can do about it.
Yeah, it was a very, very, very soft goal, but came off the turnover, so, not prepared for that quick shot. So 2 quick goals there in succession, 6:04 left here in the first. Pennsylvania roared down 4-0 to Baltimore. That both of those goals were off of turnovers and just missed communications.
Yeah, Baltimore just sitting on the pace, sitting back, waiting for that turnover in the offensive zone and capitalizing. 4-0.
Off the restart here, quick restart, no timeout there. Williams with the ball.
Marco Mangione credited with the goal.
Baltimore playing a deep ball in. Pappas is going to have to head it out. That's the challenges of playing the indoor game. A lot smaller box. Oh, that should have been a call all over top of Thomas there. Just past the halfway line. We got a restart for Pennsylvania. Got 5:53 left here in the first period. Pennsylvania trail. Baltimore blast 4-0. It's like Angel's going to be over top of it. Plays it back. Another turnover by Pennsylvania.
That's not the restart that the Roar wanted to have right there.
No, you get a restart.
Giving it back way too easy.
Corey Moret with a deflection there. Unfortunately, deflects right back to a Baltimore player. Little 1v1 in the box. Off the frame. Nice little half volley bicycle there. Unsuccessful. I mean, Dos Santos was trying to do something nifty. If he would have scored, that would have been the goal. Got Corey Moret running wide. Ball does not get to him. Nasty deflection there, but that was a handball by Hernandez. He clearly grabbed it right off the edge of the line. A blue card to Hernandez. I mean, we are quite a way up here in the booth, John, but that was a clear handball. That was the right call.
That was a clear handball. Referee in great position to make the call, looking right down the line.
Yeah, he's trying to argue where his feet were. It's where the ball is, buddy, not your feet.
Baltimore bench irate. They're a little bit behind, but the referee did have the vantage point. Blue card given.
And I get the call there. I get the why he did that. That it was a situation where Moret was right there. That sometimes as a keeper, that instinct is there and the ball's there. Sometimes you're not. You're not looking at the line. You're making the call. But we have looks like Angel on top of the ball here.
That's right.
Angel versus Hernandez.
Little stare.
And since it was a blue card, Pennsylvania will also get the 2-minute penalty. But Angel on top of the ball. All the players have to be behind the halfway line.
It's like a good little stare down between the shooter and the keeper here.
I mean, this goal could be very huge. We got 4:46 left here in the first. It could cut the lead in half. Waiting on the referee's call here on the start, and it's like we're good to go. Off the frame, just wide left. Angel plays it. Pennsylvania now with a man advantage off the penalty, Hernandez penalty. Gibson plays it off the glass. Myers with control. We got Eric Poles, the head coach, is suited up again. He's suited up for a couple games this year, but when he is suited up, he is in for the power plays and the special teams here.
The conductor.
Definitely.
The maestro, getting everybody
the
organized.
Field general out there. That's Eric Poles with the ball right now. The also head coach. A little turnover there, but Myers kicked it out of bounds. It's going to be Baltimore possession. He was calling for the deflection. I think we might have had a deflection. Looks like the ref's giving it to Pennsylvania. There was a deflection.
The far ref overruled it, who had the better look on the
Yeah, it was a good
deflection.
call there. So we have 1:20 left on the Baltimore penalty. With 4:06 left in the first, Pennsylvania trailing by a score of 4-0. And they get a conversion here, can put them right back in the game. Myers looks to wind up, passes it off to Pools, dumps it back to Angel. Back to Myers. Myers fumbles it. Pappas is pushing way up.
Gibson's establishing some good position here in the middle, begging for the ball.
He's got a really good position. Angel needs to hit him. Takes a quick deflection off of Gibson. That would have been a great goal, but just wide. Thomas plays it back to Myers. A little miscommunication. Myers and Pappas. Coming up on 40 seconds left on the Baltimore penalty. Score 4-0 to Baltimore over Pennsylvania. That shot went right into Gibson. That's a three-point shot by Myers, just a flex.
Looks like Hernandez just got a little piece of it, parried off to the side.
It's maybe Pennsylvania's last rush, coming up on 20 seconds remaining on the penalty. Baltimore. Hernandez swallows it up. Looks to just dump it. They've got a chance. Pennsylvania can push here. 10 seconds left on the penalty. Eric Poole still in the game. Looks to play it to Gibson. And Hernandez swallows it up. We're back to even strength soccer now.
Don't get caught here.
Yeah, we got a breakaway right here. Comes out of the penalty box. No call there. No call. Good no call there.
Trips over his own feet.
Yeah.
Tripped over the ball.
So Baltimore defends the penalty very well there. Pennsylvania, hard time getting anything together there. Coming up on 2:20 left here in the first period. Baltimore leading 4-0. Great save by Peter Pappas as he dives to his left and punches it away, and Pennsylvania get the ball back off the deflection, but a quick turnover by Myers gives it right back to Baltimore. And Corin Moret gets the other turnover. Kmart with the ball. You got Pete Riley all the way down by himself, just kind of camped out near the yellow line. Pappas is trying to play it to him. Baltimore players wanted a handball, no call there. Kmart up against the wall. Plays it back to Williams. Nifty little 1-2 there with Kmart and Williams. Moret to Angel. Looks like he just tripped over the turf there and almost takes out Corey Moret's legs. That could have been very disastrous. We haven't attended some of the Sons of Ben because I heard the chant, "She fell over." You know, it's good to have the Sons of Ben, the Philadelphia Union Supporters Club here in attendance. Quite a few have made the trip from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Sound like some chants we hear at good old PPL Park down at the River's End, John. 1 minute remaining here in the first period, with Baltimore Blast leading Pennsylvania Roar by a score of 4-0. Little miscommunication there. Williams just gets it off his line because Peter Pappas wasn't near his goal. That would have been an easy push-in for Baltimore. Kmart with the ball. Pennsylvania looking to hold its last possession and get a good quality shot on goal before the end of the period. Angel with a three-point shot just wide by inches. Angel with another punch in, deflected off. Jordan Thomas in the corner with the ball for Pennsylvania. It's being checked up pretty hard. A little deflection off the referee. Angel plays it in. 4 seconds left, 3. And there's the horn ending the first period with Baltimore Blast leading Pennsylvania by a score of 4-0. I'm Charlie Flo with John and Chris here. We're going to take a quick break. It looks like Santa Claus will come on the field, so everybody enjoy, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Pennsylvania War Soccer. I'm Charlie Flo with John Griscio to my left. Baltimore Blast lead at the end of one by a score of 4-0. Baltimore clearly controlling most of the game. There was a penalty earlier that Baltimore killed that could have been the opportunity for Pennsylvania to get back in. They had a hard time establishing the power play there. Still early, anybody's game. Pennsylvania shouldn't hit the panic button right now. John, what are some of the adjustments you'd like to see from Pennsylvania?
Like I said in the beginning, right before the broadcast, just get the ball in a little bit deeper, get Baltimore back in their zone. A little bit faster coming out of the defensive end. It's cost them 2 turnovers, which resulted in 4 points. And I'd like to see a little bit more coming into the last third, a little bit more distribution coming in. Keep it deep.
Yeah, the Baltimore goals came from Drew Yates to make it 2-0, and Marco Maglione made it 4-0. So those were your 2 goals from Baltimore Blast. A lot of even distribution from Baltimore, play a lot of team ball. Pennsylvania will control the possession here to start the second period, and we are underway. Gibson with a quick shot. He muffs it. The golden opportunity for Pennsylvania to get on the board.
Looks like the defender might have got just the piece to throw it off a little bit. Here comes
and the ball had some nasty spin on there, I noticed, too. Myers tries to play it out, but he plays it right back into his own. That was a handball, clear handball that was not called. Right back to Myers. To me, it looked like Pat Healy knuckled it down, but it came off his elbow. And in a lot of this indoor game, it's more of the ball playing the hand. And they've switched sides. Right in front of us now on our side is Troy Hernandez playing keeper, wearing the all green and the headband, and even the green boots, John.
That's right. Got to coordinate.
Can't miss that guy. Could be confused with the ref, but not really. It's a little bit lighter of a green, more of a Ninja Turtle green.
Yeah, he's a big boy, eh?
Yeah, Hernandez comes in at 6'2", 185, but we're talking a cut 185. Very nice ball. Pat Healy plays into the box. Pappas swallows it up. Soft little dribbler. Williams plays it back to Pappas. Pappas looking to dump it in. He's got Riley there. He's got a little 2-on-1 here. Establishing himself on the box. In front of the box. Gordon Moret takes a one-timer off the wall. I mean, that wasn't look too much like a shot, more of a trying to set up a shot off a deflection. Right in front of the Baltimore bench, Myers is. A lot of body checking there. Williams plays it back to Pappas. He can only use his feet. We have a call here.
Looks like the ref counting too many men.
It's like, yeah, we have a yellow card. I was looking at a warning to the Baltimore bench, probably for an illegal sub.
And also be sure to get your toss balls for tonight's halftime as well.
Refs are discussing something there by the send bin. If you're joining us now, or you've been with us for a while, we're at the Santander Arena in Reading, Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania Roar hosting the defending champion Baltimore Blast.
Roar in the home dark jerseys, moving from right to left. Baltimore in the whites with the orange stripe.
Yep, as you heard the PA guy, if you heard it, we'll repeat it. It was too many men on the field as a warning, so there will be a penalty. So Pennsylvania here with another power play, another chance to establish themselves. Don't worry about the third three-point goal. Just go for the two-point goal. Still in this game, so it's a two-score game.
Pete rallied down deep, trying to establish himself.
That's a three-point shot by Anhel. Takes a nasty deflection. Myers recovers it. The head coach, Eric Poulos, is back in. He's running to the top of the key. Pass back to Myers. Off the boards there to Anhel. Pennsylvania clears it out. Pappas is going to use his legs and thighs here to control the ball. Can't use his hands outside the box. Myers with a shot that's deflected wide. Baltimore puts a lot of bodies in there. They take a lot of deflections.
Seems like Pennsylvania's trying to force it right up the middle every time coming down.
Yeah. It's a foul there up against the boards. Myers still down. The thing is, when Pennsylvania goes it wide, they play the walls very well, Baltimore. Corey Moret and Pete Riley are in the box right now. Plays it back to Angel. One-time shot there, saved by Hernandez. Eric pulls to the ball. Corey Moret dumps it back to Angel. Myers with possession.
It's a good save by Hernandez, putting it in the corner. Another
Almost
good save.
a nasty little deflection there. Hernandez grabs it. We're coming up on 45 seconds remaining on the power play for Pennsylvania.
This could be trouble here.
Baltimore has a chance at a shorty right here. Looks like Pappas may have gotten a finger on there. That could have been disastrous, giving up a shorty.
Good goalie distribution, good volley.
Oh, great distribution by Hernandez. He threw it the length of the field. That's not an easy throw. And that's a 2-point shorty goal by Baltimore Blast. There's some screeners there. I'm trying to see who got the goal. It looked like
number
Healy. 9. Yeah, it was Healy, number 9. Saw a little bit of screeners there the way we were sitting. But Healy gets on the board to make it 6-0 on the shorty goal. I mean, it was the restart. That's the reason why they got the goal.
Very casual touch, very casual put away. Right in the corner. Pappas had no chance. Defense fell asleep.
So
6-0.
6-0 on 3 2-point goals by 3 different players. So 35 seconds left on the power play goal, or the power play, for Pennsylvania. Eric Poole is still in. Myers in, and Angel in. Myers loses the ball, but it's up to Angel now. Takes a nasty bounce. Pappas way off his line, right near his yellow line. Plays to Angel.
Baltimore with a lot of good pressure up high. Keeping Pennsylvania pretty
the Baltimore
stagnant.
special teams are key right now. The Baltimore penalty kill unit is really just completely shutting down Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania's not able to get the ball in deep.
Your biggest difference right now in the game is Pennsylvania not taking advantage of the power play situation. Roy trying to fire the troops up with his little knocking a bell and drums. You can hear him. Bruckner plays a soft pass back to Pappas. We're at even strength soccer now. Right into the breadbasket of Hernandez. Takes a weird, just kind of falls into his lap. He had it covered very well there. Baltimore looking to slow the tempo up. Mike Lookingland plays a good ball in, wearing the captain's band for Baltimore. We have a foul on David Bruckner there. We're going to restart right outside the yellow line.
Foul, number 19, David Bruckner. And our thanks to the Spine and Wellness Center for their support of Roar Soccer.
We got Tony Donatelli looking to take the pass here. He collects the ball for Baltimore. Very big frame. JT Nunes checked in wearing number 21. Spent some time with the Philadelphia Union. Pennsylvania have a chance at a 3-on-2 break here. Myers with the quick moves. He dumps it off. Angel takes a deflection up into the net. That'll be Pennsylvania ball on the restart. That was actually Eric Franks, number 15. I apologize.
Pennsylvania holding on to the ball just a little bit too much. A little bit quicker passing.
Yeah, it gives
things
time
up.
for the Baltimore players to close in on them. Williams looking for a shot. Williams right top of the key. Too many Baltimore. They had 4 defenders right on top of the line. Pappas looking to play it back in. Takes a nasty deflection. That could have been disastrous. I mean, those are the kind of deflections that somebody will just bounce right back into the net. I mean, Pappas did what he had to do there. Pappas plays a deep ball into Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas is pulled down, but looks like the call's going against Jordan Thomas. I mean, they had 2 players locking elbows there. It's one of those, you can call it either way, John. The ref's doing a really good job keeping the guys in check tonight. Approaching 9 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second period. And Reading, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania roar trail Baltimore blast by a score of 6-0. That's Jordan Thomas the ball. He's dispossessed, but he makes a great challenge on to Hernandez.
Baltimore's absolutely swarming the ball on the defensive end.
Yeah, Pennsylvania's having a very hard time establishing any possession inside of the Baltimore's box. I mean, there's a reason why Baltimore's a defending champion. You can see them right now. They're in their own right now. Oh, Corey Moret tried to play a quick ball back to Sol, but did not go to his way. Looking Land plays the ball into the box. Jordan Thomas dispossesses. So we have a call going against Baltimore. Pennsylvania looking to get a few fresh legs in there. Anhill's played a lot of minutes tonight, so is Williams, and Williams is getting ready to take a little breather. Got Pete Radley all in the box by himself. You might not be able to see that in your frame, but he's got some size on Looking Land right now. Peter Pappas is going to play it into him. Looking to take a quick flick, looking for his help. Moves it back to Moret. Anhel to Bruckner. Back to Anhel. Takes a bounce off the wall there. Hernandez has it covered very well.
Zuniga with another good defensive step.
Anhel looks like he throws it out over his own bench. That's going to be timeout on the field. We're going to take a quick break. We have 7:43 left here in the second period with Baltimore Blast leading the Pennsylvania Roar by a score of 6-0. I'm Charlie Flo with John and Christian. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Pennsylvania Soccer, Pennsylvania Roar Soccer. We have the ball at the top of the key for the out-of-bounds throw by Hernandez. Baltimore looking to have a three-man wall here.
7:42 left. This is a big possession for Pennsylvania off the restart. Looking to get a shot on net.
It's Anhel over the ball. Takes a quick play into Myers. Takes a nasty deflection. While sitting down, Hernandez collects the ball. His restart's not been that well for Pennsylvania. They have not established any type of threat offensively on these restarts. Great tackle by Sol Karras there. He's got a break here. He's going to slow it down and look for possession. And that's a turnover. Disastrous turnover. Baltimore breaking with numbers. Bad play there, but recovered by Williams. It was in a tough situation. We had 2-on-1, but he played the angle very well there. De La Rue with the ball. Drops it back. Pat Healy dumps it in.
Baltimore tonight very stingy in the mid zone. Nothing coming through around the half line.
Looking Land pushing himself up. Looking for the two-point shot there off the wall. Peter Pappas collects it very well. Baltimore do a little line change. Myers pushing up. We've seen Myers play a lot of defense, but if Pennsylvania want to get the offense rolling, Myers needs to push up and establish himself. Takes a weird bounce off the wall, and that's a turnover. Baltimore with a lot of numbers pushed up inside the Pennsylvania zone.
Good block by Williams. Going to ground.
Looks like we have a call against Eric Poulos there. Looks like he might have pushed a Baltimore player that I can't see up against the boards. Can't see because he's down out of our vision right now. We have 5:59 remaining here in the second quarter at Santander Arena in beautiful downtown Reading, Pennsylvania. Baltimore Blast leading the Pennsylvania Roar by a score of 6-0. Baltimore's in the all blacks with the red stripes on the side, and Baltimore Blast in the whites with the red stripe down. And we have a break here. Gibson with a little break there. Couldn't unfortunately get the bounce to go his way. Hernandez clears it out. Kmart back in for Pennsylvania. That's off the frame. Deflects just over Peter Pappas. Inch or two lower, that would have been a goal for sure. Long three-point goal by Looking Land. Off the glass. Another one off the glass. Baltimore just firing him in left and right here. Pennsylvania's doing the best they can to dodge all these bullets. They need to establish possession, and they do. Williams plays it back to Pappas. Pappas looks to clear it to midfield. Jordan Thomas. Great touch there. Jordan Thomas plays it off to Angel. Looks like he's grabbing some bench now. Williams is taking a quick breather. That's Shepard with the ball. Williams and Shepard, and then back to Pappas. Pappas dumps it in to Thomas. Thomas tries to collect it. He collects it. Back to Kmart. He's got Shepard there, number 18, with the ball. Takes a really little deflection there. Hernandez grabs it up. Looks like Hernandez is about to throw it out of bounds. Oh, no, he did not. It stays in somehow. He's gotten about 3 of those 4 down pat. Corey Moret overruns the ball, but looks like there's a little bit of contact in there. Call against Baltimore. Santos with the foul there for Baltimore. Kmart with the restart. Puts it back over to Bruckner. Bruckner, a longtime teammate of Peter Pappas with the Philadelphia Kicks. Corey Moret looking for Torres. Thompson all by himself. They can get it to him. Kmart with the ball. He looks to dump it off to Shepard. Oh, just off the frame. Inches from being a 2-point, 3-point goal there. He was right on the edge of a 3-point goal. Coming up on 3:25 remaining in the second period with Baltimore leading Pennsylvania by a score of 6-0. Peter Pappas plays it into Thomas. Thomas heads it. It's like Eric Poulos is back in. He takes a tumble. Clock is stopped with 3:12 remaining in the second period. Eric Poulos looking for a good restart here. He takes a timeout. They're going to discuss some plays here. They need to discuss something. We're going to take a little timeout. You hang out where you are. Stay where you are. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Pennsylvania Roar Soccer broadcast on YouTube. I am Charlie Flo with John DeCriscio. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Pennsylvania Roar Soccer. Sitting to my left is John DeCriscio. I'm Charlie Flo. We'll be here with you the rest of the game. If you're just joining us or you're still with us, it is 6-0 Baltimore over Pennsylvania. Eric Poulos, the player wearing number 29, is also the head coach, was fouled just outside the arc. So it's going to be a restart for Pennsylvania here with 3:12 remaining in the first half. So this is a chance for Pennsylvania to get on the board. A must. You can't be shut out in the first half at home if you want to have a chance at this game, John.
Angel, Bruckner, Myers, Rowley, looking to cut the edge here. Looking to make it a 6-2, 6-3 before half.
Angel plays it to Bruckner. Bruckner one times it in there off the glass. Ball's bouncing back at past midfield. Pappas plays a little tip down to Bruckner. Bruckner has some space. He works here. Myers sitting up top of the key. Plays it back to Angel. Looking for the big man, Pete. Takes a quick blast off the glass. Pete Rowley heads it back. He's trying to head it to Angel, but it did not get to him. Angel with a great turnover there. Little dump off. That's a three-point shot just off the glass. Myers there checking against the glass. Angel. Myers maintains possession. Coming up on 2:30 left in the second period, just 2.5 minutes before halftime. Little miscommunication there. Myers takes he fakes the shot. He takes another whip at it. Takes a deflection off a looking land. Angel, he gets trampled over. That's a must call just outside the yellow line.
Another good situation here for Pennsylvania.
You can see they're starting to frustrate Baltimore. Baltimore's starting to make those stab at moves where you're just kind of like stabbing at the ball.
That's right.
It's like Eric Poulsen sitting there with the ball. He's directing Williams to go into the box. Looks for a little pop over to Pete Rowley. He looks for the shot. He dumps it off to Angel. Angel dumps it off to Poulos. He's looking for his help in the box. He swings it back to Angel. Angel plays it off the glass to Rowley. Myers there trying to make the turnover. That was a call. A little bit of a late call, but it was a foul against Pennsylvania. That'll be Baltimore ball.
Right in front of the referee.
Yeah. He can't not call it. Coming up on 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining in the second period with Baltimore leading by a score of 6-0 Pennsylvania. Baltimore in the white, Pennsylvania in the black. These two teams will go up against each other tomorrow night, so this is an interesting home and home. And then in the meantime, Pennsylvania's going to hop on the road, but then they come back for New Year's Eve against the same team, Baltimore. So these teams are going to see each other a lot in the next couple weeks, John.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what goes on tomorrow night, lineups, tactics, but points are points, and they're here now.
Yeah, as of right now, it's been the story of Baltimore's defense. Not a high-scoring game. Baltimore's not a high-scoring team, but their defense just swarms all over Pennsylvania tonight.
Pennsylvania making a lot of little fails now, and they're going to add up. Getting possession in deep, it's going to be costly.
Shots just over the frame looks like it might have got a tip of the net there, so we're going to have a restart. Peter Pappas controlling the ball here. He's looking for a long distribution here to Myers. A lot of checking there. Myers got the ball against the glass. He's double-teamed and stripped of the ball. Baltimore have numbers. They have a 4-on-2 developing here. And that's a 2-point goal, looks like, for Baltimore. They take a 8-0 lead with 58 seconds remaining here in the first period in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Another 2-pointer off a turnover. Break down the middle, little touch off to the side. Nothing Pappas can do.
Very unfortunate situation there. They had a 4-on-2. Off the Myers turnover, Myers getting double-teamed. They just took advantage of it and just ran on the floor on them.
That's not what Pennsylvania wanted, with a lot of pressure coming up, 58 seconds left in the half.
No.
Looking to cut the deficit, not give a bigger deficit here.
Off the restart, 58 seconds remaining here. It was Lucas Roque on the goal there to make it 8-0. So 4 different Baltimore goals by 4 different players. Chris Williams with a foul there. We have 45 seconds remaining until the half. Very key, very imperative, very important now. You don't hit the panic button, but very important that Pennsylvania try to get a goal here before the half. Establish something before going into the half, something that you can build on.
And don't give up a goal.
Yeah, do not give up a goal. 8-0 is doable. It's a doable comeback, but 10, you start getting to double digits.
That was a nice step over.
And that's up into the netting there. Pennsylvania going to try to hold for the last possession with 36 seconds remaining here. Pennsylvania Roar trailing Baltimore Blast by a score of 8-0 with 36 seconds remaining in the first half. Peter Pappas plays it to Gibson. We haven't seen a lot of Gibson lately. They've been doing a great job shutting Gibson down. Very big frame, but Hernandez with one of his lengthy throws down the field again. Coming up on 15 seconds remaining here in the second period. Call against Baltimore. The clock stops at 13 seconds.
Baltimore foul number 15 on
Neto going to ground, nipping heels a little bit. Referee right in front makes the call.
10 seconds remaining until half. Peter Pappas plays a deep ball in. Hernandez swallows it up. 4 seconds remaining. And there's your halftime whistle, halftime horn with a score 8-0. Baltimore, defending champions, leading the inaugural franchise, expansion team, the Pennsylvania Roar, by a score of 8-0. Could have been a lot worse, but Pennsylvania going to take a halftime break, discuss it. We'll take a break. We'll be back with you in about 15 minutes. We'll be joined with you on broadcast. We'll take a break. Stay where you are. Lots of good soccer come up in the second half. Promise you be a lot better. We'll do our best, and we'll be right back. John shaking his head at me.
Don't make promises.
No, thank you for everybody joining us on the Pennsylvania World broadcast.
Thank you, everybody on YouTube, for watching.
Everybody spending your Friday night with us, and hope you are enjoying your Friday night. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the second half. I'm Charlie Flo, and John DeCrisha to my left. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to Pennsylvania War Soccer. I'm Charlie Flo. Sitting next to my left is John Nicricio. We have a halftime score of Baltimore Blast 8 and the Pennsylvania Roar 0. A little correction on the first goal tonight. It was not Drew Yates that scored that. It was corrected that it was Tony Delaney that got that. Yates got the assist. There was a lot of traffic in there, so it was misscored on there, so that's your correction. The other goals are, the second goal was Marco Maglione scored the second goal. The third goal was Pat Healy, and the fourth goal was Lucas Roque right before the half. And that's how we sit it 8-0. Hopefully Pennsylvania's making their adjustments to get right back in this game. Hope we'll see more of a competitive offensive match from Pennsylvania Roar. Some more keys and things that we like, that Baltimore plays great defense, and so does Pennsylvania, but it's a very shut-down game. So some of your thoughts on the first half, John?
A lot of turnovers. A lot of offensive, defensive end turnovers. Holding on to the ball a little bit too much. But the one thing that the Roar, once they get Gibson in deep, Gibson does good things. I like to see a little bit of in deep back to the goal play, a little bit of service, and work the wings a little bit. It seems like they were forcing shots right up the middle for the first 5 minutes of the first quarter. Just expand it and slow the pace down. You can't let Baltimore get the ball in deep, but again, Baltimore's playing amazing off of the turnovers, and that's where the goals are generating from, especially the first two.
Yeah, I'd like to see Myers and Williams, who are playing in the back, I'd like to see them get more involved up top. Gibson's starting to establish himself, and even Pete Riley starting to get himself in there. Hasn't played a lot of minutes tonight, but Angel is playing on. I don't know what this guy's got his gas tank, but he seems like he's played the entire first half, and he just needs to establish there. Some of the Baltimore players that looked well, they're doing a really good job at distributing the ball. Pat Healy's been playing very well for Baltimore, and you can't discount Hernandez. Whenever you have a donut on the board, you always have to look at the goalkeeping. Hernandez has done great positioning, but it's offensive distribution of the ball is a big reason why it's 8-0, John.
Yeah, that's right. And going back to Hernandez, he might have a couple assists on the night. His distributions, one went out of bounds, but a couple of them led the volleys, shots on net. He could end up on a score sheet a couple times.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's right-handed, so he's throwing toward the corner, his right corner, which he'll be going to your left right now. It'll be Hernandez on your right side if you're watching television, and then Peter Pappas will be in the goal to your left. So you'll be looking for the ball to be kind of dumped down onto where the Reading Eagle sponsorship sign is, the local newspaper. That's the spot he's hitting. He's trying to hit right outside the arc, push it far enough out so Pappas can't pull out and get it, where he has to stay true to his line. So it's really kind of spreading out Pennsylvania, doing a great job. So we'll see the adjustments if Pennsylvania can make the adjustments, try to get on the board quick. It looks like Pennsylvania's going to be going with a lineup with Williams, Myers, Moret. Can't quite tell who the other players are. Obviously, that Peter Pappas will be in goal, but we'll see how Pennsylvania does it here, if they can try to stretch out Baltimore. And we've noticed Pennsylvania's been trying to go down the middle a lot of Baltimore. Baltimore's not giving up the middle of the field whatsoever.
No, they're not giving up the long shot. A lot of legs getting in front, making a lot of deflections, keeping them honest, making them earn it. Maybe we'll see some change upcoming right off the bat, but we need to see some offense right away from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania in the dark jerseys going from left to right. Baltimore in the white with the orange stripe going from right to left on your screen. And we're about almost ready for second half.
And Baltimore will be starting the second half off with the ball, so they're going to looking to extend it to make it a 10 or even 11-point lead. That this is a very huge possession for Baltimore, as in not turning it over and not giving up a quick goal.
Yeah, Baltimore wants to keep it quiet, keep that possession for a while. So they haven't let up a goal in the previous game. In this half, they're looking to keep it that way.
Looks like we're restarting the second half with the original starters in the first half. Pappas in goal, Myers in the backfield, Williams in the backfield, Angel, Kmart, and Agent Zero, Jordan Thomas. Peter Pappas takes a nasty little deflection there. Baltimore looking to fire on quick. Kmart there pinched against the wall. He gets the ball back. Plays it back to Myers. Myers is pinched up against his own wall. It's call against Baltimore.
That was a nifty little ball fake there by Ferdinand. Little ball fake getting a shot off to start the half.
Yeah, Ferdinand had some nifty moves there. So this is Angel with control early. Definitely a good restart for Pennsylvania not to give up that goal. Somehow get the ball back, and they get the ball back.
Out of your screen right now is Jordan Thomas down deep, calling for the ball. Moving back and forth, making himself available. Looks like he'll get some service here.
He's going to get the ball right here. Plays it in, tries to dump it off to Myers, but Kmart comes up with the ball. Kmart plays it into Myers. Like we were saying earlier, Myers got to establish himself offensively in this half. Myers with a check, holds the ball, plays it off to Williams. Williams waiting for an opening. Plays a soft pack Back pass, side pass to Angel, which plays it back to Pappas. Pappas plays it into Jordan Thompson. He dumps it off to Kmart. There's Angel, top of the key, plays it back to Kmart. Kmart looking to make some nifty moves, makes a little communication with Williams there, but Roar maintained possession. This has been almost a minute-long possession for Pennsylvania. Definitely a solid possession, looking to establish some time of play here. Corey Moret has come in now as Kmart steps off the field. And Sol Caceres is in, also replacing Angel. And we have Shepard now stepping on the field wearing number 18. And this may be the turnover that Pennsylvania needs. It's Corey Moret's shot just off the leg of Hernandez.
Hernandez again in the right spot. Looked like the ball was deflected
Shepard
again.
passes back to a little header back to Pappas, and then Pappas passes it right back to him. Little miscommunication on the dump in by Shepard there, but Williams is there to cover it up. A little hand shove there, a little shove in there that the ref did not call. Pass back to Baltimore's goalkeeper Hernandez, who's got the clean sheet as of now.
Matchup here. Donatelli down deep. Got a big size disadvantage. Advantage. Flashes up high, looking for the ball.
Dump in by Baltimore. It's like we have a call there. There's going to be a restart. Looks like Roque got fouled there. And Pat Healy's going to take the restart there.
Yeah, Corey Mara came in with the hands up a little bit. Referee right there again.
Pat Healy looking to play it into the box. Williams gets a deflection. Donatelli plays it back to his keeper, Hernandez. Hernandez plays it into the box. Donatelli coming in. Williams trying to cover it. Like Roque controls it back. Pat Healy back in. He's looking to make a run into the box. Peter Pappas swallows it up. Pennsylvania don't have any men up top, so he's going to take a second here. Tries to dump it to Pete Riley just over his head as Pennsylvania make a line change. Got a deep ball played in that Bruckner puts his foot out and grabs. Myers with possession. Just joining us, it's coming up on 11:40 left here in the third period. Baltimore leading by a score 8-0 against the Pennsylvania Roar. We're live in downtown Reading, Pennsylvania. I'm Charlie Flo, joined by John DeCrucio.
Baltimore with some more pressure. Another turnover in the Roar offensive zone, or in the Roar's defensive zone. Looking to make another play deep along the wall.
Pete Riley challenging. Sol Caceres challenging. Angel back in challenging. I mean, besides Pete Riley in there, a very small lineup for Pennsylvania, a very playmaker, possession lineup in right now.
I'm watching Bruckner and Mangione go at it right now, establishing position. They're going at it, looking for the ball.
Baltimore keeps rotating a couple different guys in the box. Bruckner in the box. Myers drops back in the box. DeRose steps off the field looking for a sub. Bruckner tries to tip it out, get a little bit of an out. Myers trying to grab possession here.
Looks like Dos Santos went down, getting up a little bit gingerly, trying to get back to the bench.
Yeah, he's limping over to the bench there to Santos. He stays in the game. He doesn't go to the bench. A little Charlie horse there. Inches away, Myers was inches and feet away from knocking it in there, just not timed well. Williams against the ball, against the wall, plays it back to Pappas. This is going to be a turnover, Pennsylvania. Nifty quick move, and that is another goal for Baltimore to make it 10-0. The goal there by Neto. Baltimore's Neto gets on the board to make it 10-0. That is 5 goals for Baltimore by 5 different players, all 2-point goals to make it 10-0 to Baltimore. We are 9:50 left in the third period with Pennsylvania Roar trailing by a score of 10-0.
That was a very, very nice goal by Neto.
Neto's been pretty quiet all night, had not had a lot of play time, but just made a nifty little move right outside of Peter Pappas's box. Not much he could do on that.
3-point ball fake, taking it right down, slotting it home.
Definitely a nightmarish start for Pennsylvania. Roy here trailing 10-0 to the defending Baltimore Blast champions. Peter Pappas, a little bit of no man's land, got stuck there. We got Gibson making a run here. He's got Moret to his left. Pass it off to Moret. Moret dumps it back to Pappas. We got Eric Pools back in. He's playing left back right now. He plays a quick, easy ball into Gibson. It's Gibson's first real minutes here in the second half. It's like we have a call foul right in the center circle on Myers. Myers shakes his fingers in kind of disgust, but it's a
Very
good
late
call.
whistle.
That's the problem there. It was a late whistle. I can see why Williams was a little upset there.
It was the right call, but a late call.
Yeah. I think that maybe the ref was kind of waiting to see if anything developed and see that it was an advantage for Baltimore. Baltimore on the restart. The three-point attempt off the glass.
From the ground.
Yeah. And that's out of bounds. It's going to be Baltimore ball there. I mean, that was Roquet trying to make a shot while sitting down. It might have been one of the goals of the year if he was able to one-time a volley while sitting down.
Almost had it, too. A little bit wide.
Lucky Fan throws the ball right back into play. Williams on the restart. We have 8:45 remaining here in the third period with Baltimore leading Pennsylvania by a score of 10-0. It's like Kmart's a little tugging and battling there and gets caught up with the foul.
It's like they're going to call
a little over
Baltimore
back there.
ball.
Yeah. The ball's going to be restart here on the yellow line. And Mike Lookingland, the captain, standing over the ball. Got a whole bunch of different options there. Plays for the three-point shot there. Pappas
deflection.
reaches up there and just grabs it. It's full stretched out. Pappas collects the ball. Makes a pass into Pete Riley. It's like the big boy's going to go in all by himself. He's going to dump it off. Or he decides to maintain possession. Then he does dump it off to Kmart, but then there's a turnover. Lookingland, the captain of Baltimore, slows the tempo up, just kind of gingerly walking the ball. No rush for Baltimore to get on board.
Baltimore doing a good job of snuffing out any kind of offensive pressure coming off of a fast break. Defense stepping up, taking away every lane.
Lookingland, Baltimore's captain in no hurry, passes it back to Hernandez. Takes a wicked little bounce off the boards there, but Baltimore maintained possession. Soft little play in. The Pennsylvania players are all swarming, but can't seem to maintain possession here, and somehow Baltimore comes out with it. Looking for a quick goal, quick restart. Definitely one of Baltimore's longer possessions in the game. Franks plays it off the glass, but right back to Baltimore.
Baltimore getting very comfortable at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they're just
10-0
playing.
lead.
This seems to be they're playing keep away right now. They're not even really having to rush a chance on goal, just playing keep away. And that's Neto with the ball right at the top of the key. He dumps it off. Back to Neto. Neto takes the three-point shot that goes just above the glass into the netting. Pennsylvania definitely needs a break right here. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with you momentarily. Welcome back to the Pennsylvania Roar broadcast here live on YouTube. You're watching MISL Soccer. The Baltimore Blast leading the Pennsylvania Roar by a score of 10-0 with 7:02 remaining in the third. I am Charlie Flo. Joined to my left live is John Lucurcio. Baltimore definitely establishing himself. Only been one goal in this third period, but really you can look at the tempo, possession, all Baltimore so far. Peter Pappas on the quick restart. Pappas throws it about 2/3 length of the field. Baltimore heads it into their own bench. Williams is standing near the ball, so Williams is going to be on the restart. Jordan Thomas in the box. Plays it back to Peter Pappas. It's an ill-advised cross pass that almost leads to a turnover, but Sol Caceres gets it back. He's got a chance here. Jordan Thomas all alone, but he fumbles the ball there. That was a golden opportunity. That
was a tough one to waste.
Jordan, that was a tough one. We have a call against Baltimore. A very, very upset Sol Caceres, and I can understand why. A lot of contact there on that break. We got 6:30 remaining here in the third period with Baltimore leading Pennsylvania by a score of 10-0. Pennsylvania Roar in the black, Baltimore Blast in the white with the red stripe. Pappas plays a long, low drive into Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas dumps it off to Sol. Shepard with the ball. Shepard looking to dump it off to Corey Moret. Corey Moret plays it back to Sol Caceres. Williams is hopping on the bench, and David Bruckner hopping on the field now.
Jordan Thomas down deep, working for some space, not getting it. Baltimore smothering
up. Well, they've got a couple men down. Bruckner fighting. We have a call against Bruckner. He kind of stuck his foot in there, got his ankle a little wrapped around the ball and a player, so that call will go against Pennsylvania. Jordan Thomas making the challenge. Fernandez showing some nifty moves there. Fernandez with the ball. Dumps it back. JT Noon with the ball. Back to Fernandez. A lot of communicating out. JT Noon's calling for the ball all by himself. Grabs the ball right outside the three-point arc. Makes a nifty cut in. Loses the ball. Shepard grabs it. Jordan Thomas has got a break here. He's looking for help. Doesn't have any help right now. Collects it back to Shepard.
That's not what Pennsylvania wanted.
No,
big turnover, running back.
No, that Jordan Thomas had a chance at a possession there, and they turn it over. Came out with a nifty little spin-a-roo move. Gets the pass off. Frank's in now. Actually, he's hopping back off.
And again, our thanks to EcoSource Office Furniture for their support. Be sure to visit www.ecosource.com.
You can hear it bleeding through the sound as some of the Sons of Ben making their cheers here. Some of them made their trip in from all over the Pennsylvania area. That's a supporters club for the Philadelphia Union. Myers back in. He's playing the point man right now. He's got Gibson in the box. Gibson's calling for the ball. Gibson posting up. A little dump-off pass. He's trying to dump it off to Kmart. I think that Gibson's creating a lot of space for his own right now. He's definitely calling for the ball. He is the Pennsylvania Roar's leading scorer. Back to Angel. Williams with a nifty little move over to Myers. Williams with the ball. Off the glass. Unfortunately, no Pennsylvania players there to knock it in. It's a clear handball there. We may actually, players are calling for, they want a yellow card on that one.
Yeah, it looked intentional from the bench. From our vantage point up here
Yeah,
on
I mean,
the
I think
Roar
the
side.
entire stadium would agree with you there, John.
Yeah, that's right.
Handball violation, ball number 21, JT New.
Got Bruckner with the ball. Angel, he's going to play it softly back to Pappas. Pappas only got a few moments to work with. Dumps it into Myers all by himself. Clear right in front of the goal, inches away from going in. He's lucky he even got a shot off of that angle. Pennsylvania turn it over.
Baltimore still maintaining possession. Very stingy team right now. Not want to give it up. Won't say that's the way to go. Keep possession. Hernandez looking deep.
Yeah, that's the point there you made there, and Pappas collects it up, that Baltimore maintaining possession is more important for them right now than getting on the board. I mean, any team will take a goal, but possessing the ball, running the clock out, it can be very demoralizing to Pennsylvania. And with the possession, you're controlling the flow of the game, and right now Pennsylvania's definitely playing on the back of their heels. Pappas puts it in the middle of the box, but all Baltimore players there to collect it. Great strip by Moret there, but somehow Fernandez still has the ball. Magic Man Max puts it into the net. He almost had himself a pretty nifty goal if he'd have pulled that one off.
Very nice ball work. Creating his own opportunities. Keeping possession.
We're coming up on 1:54 remaining here in the third period with the Baltimore Blast leading by a score of 10-0 over Pennsylvania Roar. There was a 2-point goal to start this period off. It was by, I have it written down, it was Neto. Neto got on the board. And Baltimore with the possession will dump off. Into the netting. That'll be Peter Pappas' ball in a second once the ref gets the ball back.
That's not a play that Baltimore wanted.
No, it is not. That was a very wasteful possession, very un-Baltimore Blast-like.
Yeah.
Pappas plays it in. He's got Pete Rally. He's got Myers pushing up.
Oh, it's
and
a big turnover.
Very big turnover there. Great save off his legs by Peter Pappas. Paul played way back to Hernandez. He's got to rush it. He's got pressure on. Pete Rally right over top. No call. I guess he didn't. A little bit of a late call there again. Refs definitely in this league wait a few moments to make the call, and you understand why, to see if Baltimore's going to maintain possession there. We have 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining here in the third period with Baltimore in the white leading Pennsylvania Roar in the black by a score of 10-0. Like JT Noon's all alone by himself. He'll probably be getting the ball right now. JT Noon does collect the ball. He dumps it off to Mike looking land. That's a 2-point one-timer goal for Baltimore to make the score 12-0. What a nifty goal. What a one-timer. Very interesting setup there.
Very nice. Coming off the weak side, just setting it up, waiting for the defender to
And that's
stop just a little bit.
Santos with the goal there to make it 12-0. Every single goal so far tonight has been scored by a different Baltimore player. So that's 6 2-point goals by 6 different players on Baltimore to make the score 12-0 with 44 seconds remaining in the third period. This is a time where Pennsylvania's got to start looking to make the long shot, the three-point shots. That's one of the ways they can find themselves back in the game with a couple quick three-point goals.
2-point goal scored by number 12, Adriano dos Santos, at 14 minutes, 16 seconds. Baltimore 2-point goal, number 12.
It's an out-of-bounds ball. It'll be Pennsylvania ball there since it was kicked out by Baltimore. Angel looking for the restart. Eric Polis is back in, playing the point position, plays it back to Angel. A little miscue there to Myers. Turnover right to Baltimore. Baltimore's got numbers. Off the glass, Peter Pappas grabs it, looking to throw it down. Pennsylvania have a break here. Myers and Jordan Thomas making the run here. Little slip on the turf there. Myers loses the ball.
That was a nice poke tackle. Very nice.
Myers doing everything he can to get the ball back. Baltimore another break here. And that's the horn ending the third period with your score. Baltimore Blast 12, Pennsylvania Roar 0. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break, and we'll be right back with you. I'm Charlie Flo with John and Chris Show. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Welcome back to Pennsylvania Roar Soccer. I'm Charlie Flo, joined live with John Decriscio. Baltimore Blast leading Pennsylvania Roar by a score of 12-0. We're about 10 seconds from the restart. There were 2 goals in the third period. They were scored by Neto and Santos to make the score 12-0, and we're on the restart. Pennsylvania with the ball. Chris Myers in, Corey Moret in the backfield, and Peter Pappas in goal, as always. Little trickery there, playing right in front of your own net there. Very dangerous there by Williams. Very dangerous. And that's a 2-point goal for Baltimore to make the score 14-0. A very nightmarish start. Very, very, very nightmarish start. That was Max Fernandez there with the 2-point goal. It looked like he was maybe about 2 feet away from the goal. Just a really, really bad turnover by Pennsylvania there. A lot of miscommunication, a lot of playing the ball too in front of your net. Yeah, that was, like you were saying to the PA guy, if you heard, it was 18 seconds into the fourth quarter here with the 2-point goal for Max Fernandez to make it by a score of 14-0. Peter Pappas grabs it off the glass. He's looking for his help.
Baltimore very disciplined in the mid zone.
Very, very disciplined. No rush right now.
No
Looking
worries.
for a good possession.
No need to rush.
Michael Lookingland's going to control the tempo right now. He's in. Captain. Reason wears the armband. Plays it back to Hernandez. Pennsylvania doing a lot of chasing here, pushing a lot of guys up. Myers. Williams with a clear off there, but right back to Baltimore. Got Neto with the ball now, trying a couple little nifty moves. Plays in and off the wall. Peter Pappas calmly collects it.
Baltimore with almost another easy one there.
Inches away from just tapping her in. Played back to Peter Pappas. Peter Pappas plays the ball in to Jordan Thomas. He collects it just outside the arc. He's looking for his help.
Ball took a nice little jump there off the turf.
Yeah, definitely a tough ball to collect for Eric Franks. Jordan Thomas in the box, fires it off the glass. Takes a wicked deflection. Kmart will dump it back to Williams. Williams has got some men making runs in the box. Dumps it off to his right to Kmart. Myers with a collection. Williams with a three-point shot. Just inches over the goal frame.
He was going for some distance here.
Pappas collects it over and plays it up to Kmart. Kmart looking for support. Dumped it off to Angel. Angel plays it off the glass right to Kmart. Kmart plays it off the glass. Jordan Thomas there, but couldn't collect it. Looks like Angel got a little piece of knee there, so he's not going to argue, understands the call. It'll be Baltimore ball there.
Nothing malicious, just going for the ball.
Yep, it happens. Both gentlemen have a little chat after the whistle. They understand the score. Peter Pappas swallows the ball. What a heck of a save there. He just put his whole body in harm's way. Angel stripped the ball from behind. Like Diego here, the ball with a little cross.
Bruckner on the spot, making a clearance.
And Gibson's got a little break here. He's got Corey Moret all by himself. Corey Moret collects the ball, fumbles it. David Bruckner runs into the box. Corey Moret maintains possession. That's a two-point goal by Corey Moret. Roar goal to make it 14-2. Crowd loves it. We've got 11 minutes, 34 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Corey Moret goal makes it 14-2. Crowd loves it. You heard the call. Corey Merritt with the goal there to cut the score. Playing a little dupe there, which is the famous Sons of Ben song. They're here in attendance. Great atmosphere. This is what the Roar need, the crowd to get involved. Like we have a whistle. Not sure what the call was there. Baltimore players looking a little displeased.
Looks like the referee's in front of the Baltimore bench. We can't really see from this angle.
Yeah, Baltimore players are having a little shouting match with the referee there. So
looks like somebody's down. Looks like a Baltimore player in front of their bench. I can barely see.
I think it's a turf problem. It looks like one of the.
It's a trainer.
Oh, it's a player down. You know what? I'm seeing it now, John. We're at a tough angle here. We kind of sit behind.
We're looking through
the
two
left
glasses
of the
right on
Roar
the
bench. Yes, there's a Baltimore player. I think the Michael Lookingland was arguing because Baltimore had possession there, and it was their guy that was down.
We got a 9. Pat Healy. Very ginger getting up.
Yeah, Pat Healy's been a big difference maker tonight. And Pat Healy scored the third goal tonight to make it 6-0. So he's been an impact player. He does a lot of setup play. Plays a lot outside the key and right outside the arc. But that'll be Baltimore ball since it was stopped for the injury of a Baltimore player. Which I can understand. You saw that it was Michael Lookingland getting upset because his team did maintain possession, but you do have to blow the whistle when it's an injury like that and the player's, in harm's way on the field. Baltimore with the restart. Peter Pappas collects it. Coming up on 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Williams plays the ball there, plays it back to Pappas. Pappas kicks up to about midfield arc. All Baltimore players there. Ooh, Pappas made a little stab in there. He's going for the ball, but looks like Diego got there. Pappas is not very happy as he slams his hand against the glass. Not going to sure what the call is going to be. Obviously not happy with the call.
Looks like Pappas went for an attempt for a poke tackle.
Yeah, and they're going to put
leg.
the ball. They're going to put the ball about a foot outside of the goalie box there. Pappas not happy. It's a very, very tough angle here. Baltimore with his start. Pappas looks like he got a little bit of a hand there on it.
That was a big shot coming in hot. Just
looking for the turnover.
Baltimore maintains possession there. Referee right on it.
Yeah, it makes the call really quick. We have 10:33 remaining in the fourth quarter. Baltimore leading Pennsylvania Roar by a score of 14-2. Pennsylvania just got a goal a few moments ago by Corey Moret. Definitely, got a rise out of the crowd, and Pennsylvania looking to feed off that.
Pennsylvania going with Myers up top. Add a little pressure.
Hernandez plays a deep ball in, just outside the box. Look at Peter Pappas get up and head it out. Old guy's got some hop still. Jordan Thompson, a little one-on-one chance here, takes a little whiff at it. Unfortunate bounce for Jordan Thompson. Saw what he was trying to do. Unfortunate bounce. Very wide open game now after Pennsylvania scored. This has been a very, very tightly packed game, but teams like playing wide open soccer right now, John.
It's like Baltimore is benefiting from the wide open soccer. Up and down. Getting better at chances.
Baltimore in no rush right now, coming up on about 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Like I said, Baltimore no rush to get a goal here. Wow. They just get a goal there just when I was speaking at. It looked like Fernandez gets a goal there.
Ferdinand,
excuse me.
Magic feet tonight.
Wow, Max was just all over that ball. A little one-timer there. Make the score 16-2. That's the first time that we've had a player score a second goal for Baltimore. So far they've had, 8 goals by 7 different players.
It's making it look easy tonight. Very tightly marked and still gets the flick.
That's a lot of the communication that comes with playing so well and being a championship team is you put the ball in the box and you know where your players are and you know how to play it and you know the angles, because that was a very nifty little flick on. It's like Gibson all by himself and gets shoved. It is a call against Baltimore. Bruckner very heated over there. Number 19, David Bruckner, former Philadelphia Kicks player, very heated. We got Frank standing over the ball. Corey Moret outside the arc. Bruckner outside the arc. Bruckner with the one-timer. Hernandez just reaches out and just kind of knocks it away. Corey Moret plays the ball back to Franks, but it ends up in the Pennsylvania bench, so it'll be Baltimore ball.
Pennsylvania trying to force the issue with a little high pressure.
Like I said, Pennsylvania trying to spread the ball out. They have no other choice right now to do a lot of chasing and spreading of the ball. But in that situation, you expose yourself, and Baltimore's taking advantage of in the last couple possessions with goals.
Right about that. They're leaving the wings wide open with the high pressure. But
it's like Gibson, a little one-on-one challenge here.
Big turn.
He's going to dump it back to Hernandez. Bailout. Safe bailout right here. Nifty little 1-2. That's a Baltimore Blast goal to make it 18-2.
Very nice leave off.
Yeah, that was Drew Yates on the goal there. Left foot, a little curl around just right inside the box.
Pappas had no shot at it. Right down the middle.
No, none whatsoever. So the score now 18-2 with 8:27 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Pennsylvania Roar hosting the defending champion Baltimore Blast, and Baltimore is looking like the champions right now. They're clicking on all cylinders. Just when Pennsylvania was starting to put some things together, get a goal there and make some good strides, Baltimore just showing their, supremacy and why they're one of the better teams in the league. Pappas with a play it around there, and it ends up leading to a pretty nasty turnover. Just goes right in front of the face of the goal. Does not go in, but flirting with disaster there. He was kind of hung out to dry there. He had no other choice there. Play it back to Hernandez. I mean, just the way that Baltimore has been playing such great midfield possession that Hernandez has rarely even been on his line. That's Jordan Thomas with the ball. He's pushing it up. It's Corey Moret with the ball. Plays it over to Williams. Williams looking for help. He's got Angel. Angel passes it over to Kmart. 7:30 left in the fourth quarter. Takes a nasty deflection off. Jordan Thomas was inches away from collecting it. JT Noon collects the ball midfield, looking for his help. Drops it off to Diego. Diego looking like to play it back to Mike. Looking land. Diego with the ball, the long flowing hair. Kind of hard to miss that guy coming in on offense. It's good to see him back up. He was the one that took the nasty hit in the corner of Peter Pappas, so it's good to see him back playing too. Ooh, nifty little spin move. I think he spun himself down, hurt his own knee.
I think he got a little contact there. Williams came up a little
A
hot.
little bit.
Gave him a little ankle nip.
A little spinneroo, but not on Williams. Williams like, not on my watch, man. You're not doing a spinneroo on me.
Baltimore very poignant on what they want to do with the ball. They're focused. They have the spots on the turf where they want to go. They're executing.
Peter Pappas, a little fumble there, but he still collects it. Calls a timeout. Peter Pappas calls timeout. Peter Pappas will timeout. I'm assuming they're going to take a timeout, discuss some strategy. You may see Peter Pappas coming out. He looks like he's looking at his leg, talking to the referee about something. First I thought maybe he was going to be coming out.
Looks like he might be discussing the foul a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, you know what? He is going to come out. It looks like Angel's going to be putting on the goalie jersey, so it's a combination of him discussing the foul and him taking a timeout. They probably were told about the 6.5 minute mark, we're going to play an extra attacker here.
Looks like they're trying to get a little work in. A little man down work.
Yeah. Yeah, trailing 18-2, you kind of have to pull the goalie and stretch the field. No matter what the final score is, you have to make a little bit of a difference by stretching the field, bringing the extra attacker in. And it works well having Angel play this position because he plays a lot of the point position, the back man. So it's just that adding that extra attacker. You know, you're still going to run. You're going to run like still maybe 2 to 3 defenders here, but it gives you the ability to have the 3 attackers and 3 defenders. Just
this is not the first time we saw Angel in net.
Angel even got a save a few weeks ago that
beautiful
we're joking in the postgame about. He may steal Peter Pappas' job.
Yeah.
Not by far, but Angel probably stands at about, 5'6", maybe a generous 5'7", so we're not going to look to see him making any crazy dives there. But, Angel is listed in the media guide as 5'8", and he's every bit of 5'8", so he's got the advantage on the low balls there.
Yeah, that's right. Angel looking to orchestrate the offense, get an opportunity here, 6:35 left, try and generate a point, put a ball in the back of the net, get a 2-pointer, 3-pointer, just a little bit of situational work, home and home tomorrow.
Yeah, you want to look at it as Pennsylvania may not have a shot in this game, but they definitely want to leave this game feeling good, feeling a little positive. A loss is a loss, but if they can leave this fourth quarter with a little bit of momentum. And Angel makes a quick save, and he passes it to himself. Then he dumps it off to, looks like to Myers, but Myers almost got fouled from behind. Angel with a second save. Interesting when you have a field player playing goalie. He doesn't hold that ball for more than a half of a second. He's scooping it out, playing it off to himself. So looking for the quick restart. Eric Pulisin, the head coach. So we have a lot of veteran leadership out there right now. Angel plays it to Myers. So we have Myers in, Angel wearing the keeper jersey. Eric Pulisin. Very tricky when you have the extra attacker in there. You have no goalie to bail you out for the back pass. It's like Angel makes the foul there. He played it off his own player. That's a live ball. His player was down. It's a live ball.
Looks like he was going for goal, and he hit his own player that was on the ground.
Yeah, Santos was sitting there on his bottom, and it deflected off of Santos right
Looks like it hit him right on the bottom of the shoes.
Yeah, it was. That was definitely a not top 10 moment.
Wow, nice play there.
Eric Pulis with a blast there. Oh, goes right off Baltimore defender. Angel there collecting it. Coming up on 5:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Baltimore Blast leading the Pennsylvania Roar by a score of 18-2. Pennsylvania with the ball and the All Blacks with a little bit of red on the sides, and Baltimore and the whites with the red stripe right down the middle. Eric Pulis collects it, passes it back to Angel. Angel looking to swing it over to Myers. Myers looking for a three-point shot maybe here, but he just decides to dump it in. Takes a nasty bounce, and Myers couldn't recover.
This could be trouble here. The long ball.
Long shot off the glass. Angel has it covered.
That was close. That was very close.
Maybe about a foot down. That would have been a heck of a three-point goal.
Jordan Thomason coming in deep.
We have 4:30 left here in the fourth quarter. And that's going to probably end up being a Baltimore three-point goal. That's a three-point goal by number 16 for Baltimore. Actually, not. Yeah, number 16, Fernandez gets another goal. So it looks like we got Scott Crote going into goal now. Get himself some valuable minutes. This is the rookie. Get in, get some valuable minutes. Learn the game. He's gotten a few minutes here and there. This is a situation now for him to get that play experience in goal.
Make it official.
Yeah, this will be his second appearance. He made an appearance earlier in the season in the late fourth quarter and got a few minutes logged in.
That's right.
At 14, he only got about a couple minutes, I think, in him. But now with 4:25, he'll get some really live action. Yeah, Max Ferdinand now with a three-point goal and two-point goals. He's having a heck of a night. You really have to take your hat off to him. He's played great tonight. But Crote can get some experience now. 4 minutes against the defending champion. That's a way to get thrown into the fire. Kmart with the ball, plays it up top to Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas on the hustle. Going up against Michael Looking. Land. Jordan Thomas takes a stumble there. No call. Nope, a little bit of late call there, but like Jordan Thomas is still down against the glass there. Michael Looking Land over there, does the appropriate sportsmanlike thing and make sure he's okay. Jordan Thomas looks like he's coming up gingerly. He twisted maybe his right knee or right ankle. He's kind of hobbling off the pitch now. Baltimore with the restart. Just under 4 minutes remaining in this match here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Williams playing pretty hard in the box, trying to dispossess the ball. Gibson back in the game. Little miscue. He tries to play it over to Shepard. A one-time shot there deflected off of Kmart. Gibson plays it back to Crote. Corey Moret has his chance at a break here. Shepard kind of slows the tempo up. Williams with possession. Plays it over to Franks. Franks dumps it into Gibson. Just rides to the top of the glass, but stays in. Gibson double teamed. Loses the ball. Trying frantically to get it back. Header back. Crote can use his hands here. Collects it. Long distribution into Gibson. Gibson makes a little soft touch on there. Loses it, but still maintains possession. Excuse me, that's actually a turnover. Baltimore with a break right here. Looking for the shot. Franks gets in there and makes a heck of a play.
That was a very nice step by Franks. Late in the game.
And we have 2:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter with Baltimore blast leading Pennsylvania Roar by a score of 21-2. And that's an out of bounds on Baltimore, so that'll be Pennsylvania ball. Right outside the Baltimore bench. Eric Pullis is back in. Myers in the backfield. Scott Crote in goal. Franks up top. Corey Moret up top. Jordan Thomas up top.
That was a rare miscue by Haley tonight. Haley's been on point with everything.
And just blocked for Franks. He had a chance at a 2-point goal there. Scott Crote pulling up outside of the yellow line, just right outside the yellow line. Plays it right back to Williams. Eric Pullis with control. To play it to Corey Moret. Back to Pullis. Plays it into Franks, and Franks dumps it back to Corey Moret. We've got 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter with Baltimore leading Pennsylvania by a score 21-2. Hernandez just grabs it calmly. He's going to throw it the length of the field. Hernandez plays it back.
1 minute left in the period. 1 minute.
That's a miscued slide tackle there by Poulos. We have 1 minute remaining here, just under a minute remaining here in the fourth quarter, with Baltimore leading Pennsylvania by a score of 21-2. Slide tackle in the box on Corey Moret. Looks like the ref calls it. Quick restart by Baltimore. Wow, what a save by Eric Croce. What a save. Pennsylvania on a little bit of a break here. Jordan Thomas doing his best. He's fighting and fighting. Just off the frame. Corey Moret, one-timer just off the frame. What a heck of a shot.
It's like he sliced
Diego's
it
trying to
just a
push
bunch.
up, stretch the field. We're down to about 15 seconds left. It's been the last exciting minute of the game.
Whistles are put away.
Yeah, fans are pushing. We've got 10 seconds left. The fans are definitely pushing. Oh, Gibson just puts it into the netting. Great ball by Corey Moret to play it to Gibson. Saw him all alone. Tried to play a header. We saw him score a header a few weeks ago. We got 7 seconds here. He's just going to kind of run it out. All the players know the score. They know what time it is. This clock's going to run out. And with a final horn here, we have the Baltimore Blast defeating the Pennsylvania Roar by a score of 21-2. Very wide open game for Baltimore. Several players scored for Baltimore. The lone goal for Pennsylvania is by Corey Moret. This is Charlie Flo and John Criscio joining you live. We're going to be signing off. Our next home broadcast will be on New Year's Eve as Baltimore returns to Pennsylvania, Reading, Pennsylvania, to take on. It'll be a very different game because the teams will face each other tomorrow night. So tune in onto the Baltimore Blast. Check out their YouTube feed to check out the game live. Again, John Criscio and Charlie Flo, we're signing off, and thank you for joining us.
See you then.